Two-time heavyweight champion of the world. Won every single belt there is to win. Broke a lot of records. Going out with a bang in front of 94,000 people. A lot of people don't believe me. I seen my dad do an interview the other day. He ain't gonna walk away. He can't live without boxing. But that's where they all underestimate the big GK. I can live with
it. From someone else a bit closer to the camp, they wouldn't be surprised if he retired. And I wouldn't either. You know, I think he's just very up and down. I just think with the criticism, I could see him just turning around saying, and I think a fighter knows if they're not the fighter they were. Like, and I don't know whether it's the Wilder fights or the inactivity or just age. You know, that wasn't a big shot from Ngannou. Doesn't matter how you want to dress it up, it wasn't.
Tyson Fury, the colorful heavyweight champion, shocked the boxing world by announcing that he is quitting, claiming boredom and a lack of competition. In order to spend more time with his family and address his well-documented mental health issues, Fury steps away from the ring, leaving his undisputed title fight against Alexander Usyk in limbo and fans reeling. Some view his retirement as a brave and self-aware decision that puts his well-being above fame and fortune, but others are unconvinced. Given Fury's history of dramatic declarations and controversy, there is reason to believe that this could be a calculated move to avoid a difficult fight against Usyk, maintaining Fury's perfect record and leaving fans to wonder what if the timing just a few weeks before the much-awaited Usyk clash fuels rumors. Fury's detractors and rivals point out that he's taking the easy route by avoiding a confrontation that would reveal weaknesses in his armor. Fury, on the other hand, is stoic and unshakable and says that the champion must defend his title because if he doesn't, then someone else will. The boxing world is often surprised by Tyson Fury, the heavyweight enigma. Just when we think we understand him, he throws a curveball and announces his retirement once again, scattering the remnants of his last return over the canvas while he pursues new endeavors. The reality, as usual with Fury, lies somewhere in the boxing ring of his own creation. This isn't the first time that Fury has retired. In 2015, he did so after struggling with drug abuse and mental health issues. He later returned stronger and regained his heavyweight title, and his success story solidified his legitimacy. However, does Fury's most recent retirement carry the same weight? The boxing world is waiting to see if the lure of the spotlight, the cheers of the crowd, and the opportunity to establish his legacy will be too great to refuse, prompting potential opponents to line up eager to dethrone the self-proclaimed Usyk. The king is unflappable, his eyes fixed on the occupant of the throne. Unanswered concerns over Fury's retirement remain. Was this a planned action marking a true goodbye, or was this just another chapter in his continuous boxing drama? It will take time to determine if the Gypsy King really gives up or whether he will answer the bell for one last dance in the squared circle.
The cut is genuine. Correct. You can't box with the cut. Correct. Has to be cancelled. That's why he's cut so he can pull out. Shithouse. This is the quote of Tyson Fury back in 2013 when his fight with David Haye was cancelled for the same.
The boxing world is still in shock at Tyson Fury's retirement announcement, but Alexander Usyk's camp is where the unrest is most audible. Fury was supposed to fight Usyk's manager Aggie, and this is an outrageous verbal assault directed at the Gypsy King. Cause Fury stems from his belief that Fury's retirement, regardless of its motivation, creates an unacceptable situation if it's a genuine move. Whether it's a publicity stunt or a genuine retirement, Cause argued, it's a slap in the face to the sport and a blatant disrespect to those who have been training tirelessly for this fight. Fury leaves the division in chaos by vacating the WBC and the Ring Championships, but if this was a calculated move to avoid facing Usyk, Kimmis labels it cowardice and asks that the belt be taken away. Fury's antics are too distracting to hold the division hostage. According to Kimmis, the belts need to be proclaimed vacant if he is indeed retiring, giving other worthy competitors an opportunity. Taking away his titles sends a strong message if it's a ploy to sidestep Usyk. Such changes will not be accepted. Some boxing fans and journalists back Sellis' position, arguing that the sport requires active champions and clarity rather than titles controlled by IND that are arbitrary or manipulative. Combatants some, however, support Fury's right to make personal decisions regardless of how they affect the boxing world. They contend that making a fighter defend their title can be harmful to their well-being and the caliber of their performance. Fury's history of dramatic declarations adds fuel to the fire and casts doubt on his motivations.
But it was an off night. He won the fight. And he got clipped. And he does get clipped in fights. It's happened a couple of times now, and I hate to see that. But look, he knows better than anybody, Tyson. He knows better than me, you, those 65% and the 35% what he should be doing. He's nobody's fault. And if he wanted to retire, I would...
allowing Fury to take control of the system and enslave the division.
Rematch clause come from your side, not mine. Stop whining and ducking. Be a man. In the contract or vacate the belt. I need undisputed. And not to play your stupid...
The boxing world is still in shock after Tyson Fury's shocking announcement of his retirement, but no response has been as powerful as that of the undisputed champion himself. The calm manner of Alexander Usyk has been replaced with a barrage of remarks tinged with annoyance and, quite bluntly, aggressive retirement. Usyk laughed, his voice dripping with skepticism. It sounded more like a vacation for the Gypsy King, who quits when the real fight starts and then expects everyone to wait for his royal return. Fury's story is undermined by Usyk's words, which are like jabs to the face of Fury's narrative. He calls out the theatrics and questions the validity of the retirement, suggesting that it may be a calculated move to avoid a potentially exhausting career in boxing. He also discusses boredom. Usyk exam, a genuine opportunity. These severe charges portray Fury as a fighter unprepared to take on his most formidable foe. But are they really an attempt by Usyk to get under Fury's skin in Usyk has also thrown down the gauntlet, challenging not only the Gypsy King, but also the very idea of what it means to be a true champion. The boxing world is eagerly anticipating the lingering echoes of Usyk's furious remarks serve as a sobering reminder that the saga is far from over.